Hi, YouTubies! It's me, Zachary Michael. Also, hi, hello. How are you doing? Oh, somebody said they have a picture of me and Darlene. What is. Wait, what is this? What is this Photoshop? What is. What is this? Darlene the Sardine Queen. Darlene the Sardine Queen. Is that her face photoshopped onto Bill Nye the Science Guy? It's just a couple of besties sweating at the bar drinking salt water. We just got we just wrapped up uh chowing down on a bowl full of ground beef and ground beef ground beef grease. Ooh la la, how fun. Darlene the Sardine Queen. We just took shots of melted butter.
Love, love, love my cream of wheat.
I'd like to thank the French for introducing me to you, the Zach 11, praying the Zach
Oh,
11
not the
feet.
French. DD Mega Megan DD Megan Doodoo. Thanks so much for the 14 months. I know you didn't just say the French introduced you to me. Also, I should turn off the alerts. I should turn off the alerts. um Iconic. All right, thanks so much for the Photoshop. Anyways, we're here to react to this old video that Darlene posted 11 days ago. It was vetted by a few people. I think not only just Jamie, but somebody else really wanted me to watch this, and I can't remember who that was, so my apologies. Um, my apologies for that. However, we're finally getting to it today because I was reminded today. We're like checking in like prior to starting the recording for the YouTubies. We were just checking in on all the people that we like to react to over here. And Jamie was like, "Oh my god, remember how I sent you the timestamps for that Darlene video to watch?" And so I said, "Yeah, I do remember that. I surely do. I surely do." So that's what we're going to do today. The video is titled Rocket Vlog, AA Meetings, and Joe's Birthday. And I'm trying to think if there's any context you might need. I do know that something happened with Joe's health. Joe was Blue Eyes, not the RC car guy. But Joe Blue Eyes, who she dated for a while, who lived with her for a while, who no longer lives with her, had something wrong with him health wise, and so she has Rocket in her possession, or she's helping take care of Rocket, or something along those lines. So that's what you need to know. I assume since Rocket is a dog, maybe I should also say that. So I assume since his name is in the title that we'll hear about Rocket. We are also starting this video about 4.5 minutes into the stream, and we're also into the video. I was told I could skip the first 4.5 minutes, and I believe. Well, also wait, did you, Jamie? I think you said I could skip from 1 minute to 4:30. Do I need to watch the first minute of this video? And anyways, Jamie also said we could end at 21 minutes. So we don't have to watch the last, like, I don't know, 6 minutes of the video. We will just start at 4.5 minutes, and if something doesn't seem right, we can go back and get the full context. But anyways, yeah, this is all about a part of me just trying to get back into the swing of things. So, yeah, Twitch. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? If y'all are ready to start today's reaction, could you put some 69s in the chat? Thank you. Appreciate it. While you do that, I'm gonna apply some chapstick because my lips are dry. She fell in love with the dog and disposing of the man. I don't think she's disposing of him. I think that she's like friendly with him, and she even talked about, I think she has another video where she had another video where she gave him like one of his tokens for AA. You know? Do you know what I'm talking about? Like when you, oh yeah, 28-year coin. So she gave him like a coin for making it 28 years into sobriety, you know? You feel me? They are friends. They might try again. Maya says, I think she just realizes they shouldn't be together right now. I see. Okay. All right. Well, let me turn on her captions and let's get to, shall we? Shall we?
I certainly have made changes, but not so much in how I act, but more on boundaries for myself.
Love a boundary.
And not being afraid to, like, upset, not just him, but even with the others, you know what I mean? I started having boundaries with Mr. Before Joe, between Joe and Joe. I can't say his name because you guys know who I'm talking about, but I'll just let you guys know who I'm talking about.
Jamie, is she not allowed to say the RC car guy's name anymore? Or is that a different man? I forget. Cuz and is she saying that Joe is back in the man pool? Anyways, I love a boundary. I think boundaries are really healthy. As long as you're consistent with them, you know? Joe and she might try again, but not yet. Okay, alright.
You know, and I had some boundaries there about, you know, this is one-sided, and, you know, he would ask for more time, and, you know, and I just was going with the flow with that, and some people thought I was an idiot. No, I knew everything I was doing, and that was all okay. I was spending time with somebody. I was learning more about myself and what I like and don't like with men and relationships. And again, it's not that any man has to change for me or that I need to change for any man. It's just finding one where you're on the same page on really important things that
I think if I remember correctly, when she talked about the RC car guy, she said something along the lines of like, he was a great man if you didn't want a man that loved you, or something like that. I think that was something she said about that man, if I remember correctly. And it kind of sounded like what she meant was that like he wasn't fulfilling her needs. He wouldn't fuck her. I don't know why I'm giggling like a girl. I say the fuck word all the time.
that are important to you. Like, it's important to me that I get to go out dancing and would love a man who enjoys doing that with me. Doesn't have to dance. I've given up on that hope. But who likes to at least go out, and it makes him happy to see me being happy, and that he enjoys the music and stuff like that. That's really important to me, and that's just one thing that I wouldn't ever go out with somebody who tells me I can't go out, or, you know, it's just dumb. And I don't like to be with somebody who doesn't go out with me, because what the fuck is the sense in having a boyfriend if he's not going to enjoy being out with me? That's more lonely. When I would go out without Tony, I'll say,
I I'm kind of like with her and not with her, you know? Like I kind of do get the idea of like, why not like find a partner that wants to do the things that you want to do? You know? Like I get that, but I'm also like, in no world does your partner have to enjoy doing everything that you like to do. And like I also just imagine, I mean, not that I'm a relationship expert right now, let's be honest. But like I think a lot about how there were so many things that I enjoyed having to myself. Like there are lots of things I enjoyed doing, you know, in my relationship with my partner, but there are plenty of things that I like to have just to myself, and I'm kind of curious about that. I think that going out dancing is the one thing that is important to do with her. I guess that would make sense because I could see a world where she's like, I don't expect whatever man I end up with to be interested in like my sewing or like my crafting and things like that. So I guess that makes sense. I'm also just like, what are the things about her that she like that I know that she enjoys doing? She sews, she makes these YouTube videos, she likes to go out dancing, and she loves eating meat. Like I think she could probably, you know, relate to a man who likes to, well, maybe the man doesn't like to eat meat, but likes to watch, listen, meat be eaten. Is that too much? She spent all that time on RC cars and he wouldn't even dance with her, if you know what I mean. Oh, that kind of dance. That's why you put it in quotations. So, I mean, like, I get it. I think that that's fine. And I'm also just like, also, leave yourself open to other things. But she knows herself. She's done a lot of reflecting, I can tell.
His name. I was more lonely than if I had no one, because I'm kind of like, it's no fun like trying to find somebody else, and you know, I just rather be completely free of any man and go out alone if I'm going to have to go out alone. If I'm with a guy, I want that guy to be having fun being with me, and he did it a few times, but it wasn't in him.
Chat, is this video gonna be too soon? Her talking about enjoying living the single life, because I don't know if I can currently relate. This feels like it might be too soon. Yeah, she moves on. Okay, great. Isn't she sober? I could see an issue finding sober men out at night together. She is sober, but when she goes to all of these like bars to dance and listen to music, she just drinks water.
Didn't want to go out. He didn't like.
So I think like, I don't know. I mean, I could also see if you're like a guy who doesn't want to dance and maybe you are also sober, like not wanting to go out to bars, because then it's like, what's the point?
That at all. He wasn't one to go out. So, you know, it's stuff like that. You just got to find somebody that's a good match for the most part. Of course, there's always things that are not going to be perfect, but boy, going out dancing, that's big for me, just like remote control cars were big for him. Can you imagine if I said, yeah, I'll go a couple times and then I just never would go again, and then I would start complaining about it? Like, you're gonna go out there and do that again? As if I wouldn't expect any man to put up with that. I wouldn't do that. I just, you know, and I don't want somebody telling me. He didn't tell me I couldn't go out. He wanted me to go out, but again, it was lonely.
I do think it's important to share some things with your partners. Like, I remember back when, like, Amber Lynn wouldn't go and see the Black Panther movie with Beck, and like Beck was clearly very invested in Marvel, and I remember thinking like, this is something that your partner truly cares about, like an interest that your partner has, and you just like refuse. Like you refuse to go and try to enjoy this with your partner. And it's like, I never thought that I would have been interested in Star Wars and Marvel. And in fact, the reason that I know so much about it is because it was something that was important to Noel. So I've watched all the Star Wars, most of the Marvel, know so much about it, you know? I go to bars with friends who drink even though I'm sober. I like to make sure my friends are being safe, and drunk people can be funny. I still go to bars occasionally too. And actually a lot of the bars I go to these days have like THC beverages, so I'll have that. And then if they don't have that, I'll just have a Diet Coke. Because I actually talked to my cardiologist about that today, because I was also so confused from the last cardiologist I talked about whether or not like what the problem with soda is, since that was like one of the few foods he asked me about, and confirmed that it's okay for me to still like treat myself to a diet soda, especially in situations like where I'm out with friends and I'm not drinking but I want something special. So doesn't THC raise blood pressure? No idea. She didn't say anything about it. I told her I occasionally have THC, and she didn't have any issues with that. So she was more concerned about if I did other drugs. And I said, no, girl, I'm very straight edge. I only just recently in my life started partaking in THC. So like, no, nothing to worry about there. That was my old doctor. I don't think he actually thought I did 22 edibles a week. I think he accidentally typed that into my record, and I asked him to make an edit. I asked him to change that because I said at most 1 to 2 edibles a week, and he wrote 1 to 22 edibles in a week, and I said, could you edit that in my record, please? Thank you. Thank you. When you admit to THC use, doctors always think it's so much worse than that. I mean, the doctor today didn't seem bothered by it at all. Like, she barely said anything about it, to be honest with you. I don't know. Maybe it's also just, like, we live in a state where it's legal, so maybe, like, the like, feelings around it are different. I don't know.
To go out without him. So there's a lot of characteristics with Joe that I had, and I really want those same things that I had that were good with him, with the new him or another person. He set the bar high, believe it or not, for a man who was a drug addict, an alcoholic, and all that stuff, had a rough life. And there are things about him that I haven't found in any of the others that I dated. So
as somebody like herself, I'm sure she didn't mean that to be like condescending and judgmental, because she herself is like has talked about being an alcoholic. But I don't love the way that she said that about him. That just seems so judgmental, Like in a way of like, wow, who could believe this person that was a drug addict and an alcoholic could have good qualities about them? She might mean it judgmentally. It's not impossible for an alcoholic to look down on a drug user. Yeah, I know. I feel that. I mean, I think she seems overall supportive of him. I just like, I don't know. I'm also confused because obviously there were things about him that made their relationship not work. So when she said like, you might be surprised that he set the bar high, I thought that the follow-up was going to be like, because these things that I didn't like about him that ended our relationship, not like, oh, you wouldn't expect that from a drug addict, But either way, I think she seems overall supportive of him. It just was like, oh, that was just it felt like a weird comment for her to make.
I need a little mix of everything, I guess. What was the reason I'm even here? Did I scare you by saying what? Come and sit on me for a minute.
Ooh.
Come and sit.
Okay, come and sit on me for a minute. Who's gonna come and sit on me for a minute, Who's gonna come and sit on Zachary Michael for a minute?
He just had a bath, and he's still wet in some places.
Oh. Never mind. Let's keep it moving.
A little bit. So anyway, Joe is doing good for now.
Rocket is
good
so
for now.
cute.
And I take it just one day at a time with him. We are friends. He doesn't live with me and does not have a key. He stays with me as needed for what's convenient for wherever he has to go the next day, stuff like that. And yeah, you know, it's just good. And I got Rocket, so I like that. But when he goes to stay at Miss B's, Rocket goes with him. So that's okay. It gives me a break. Right, sweetie?
Rocket is so cute. I will say that. I mean, I think I've said this before. Rocket is adorable. He's such a cute little dog. He really is. Y'all think they're still fucking who? Joe and Darlene? You think they got like a situationship? Friends with benefits moment situation?
Right. So I have a little story about Rocket.
Okay.
Rocket, when he first got, came to my apartment, which I don't know if it was the day that you saw him in the car that first time. That might have been. He went for a walk with me, and he got to see. I want you this way so you can listen.
Baby.
You can listen to my story about you.
You know what? This is perfect. Like, this is what I needed today, is to watch a video that has a cute, adorable, precious dog. I just love dogs so much. I love them so much. If Poe was a little more sane and I wasn't about to be a single mom who works 2 jobs, I would get another dog. I'm not in a place to get another dog right now, but he's so cute. He's so cute. I just wanna give him a little boop and a little boop, you know?
He had a dog friend named Chloe. Remember Chloe? Huh? You like Chloe? That was his first girlfriend, and they would play off leash together.
Can I just say this? I do not like when people talk about their dogs having boyfriends and girlfriends. I don't like that. I don't like that. It gives the same vibes of when you also have like small children and you're already planning on being like, oh, that's gonna be little Billy's girlfriend when they grow up and things like that. It's weird to me. You could just be like, oh, that's Rocket's friend, Chloe, you know? Or like sometimes, like Yoshi, my friend's boxer that was on my Instagram story the other night. Like sometimes I'll be like, oh, Poe, that's like your cousin Yoshi. Go say hi to your cousin Yoshi. Blah, 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 blah. But girlfriend? That's weird. I don't know. I just don't like it.
And have a lot of fun. And then one day he met Penny. And I believe it was that first meeting of Penny that Chloe happened to be going by with her mommy in a car. And Chloe saw Rocket with Penny, and she barked. She was jealous because you're cheating on her.
Girl, no. Are the dogs fucking? Like, no, get out of here. Nobody. This is manufactured drama, 100%. 100%. This is not real. Chloe was barking because Rocket met Penny. Please be serious. Unless these dogs were actually fucking, like, it wasn't, no.
Because he even pooped for Penny. You pooped for her.
I paused too early. What? Wait, I'm going back for a second. What in the Sala nonsense? Is that a thing? Woof woof! Oh my god! No, woof woof! He pooped for Penny. He even pooped for Penny. Can you believe?
And as a doggy, you were showing off. You were showing off by doing that. Yes, you were.
Is that a thing?
You're so proud of yourself.
Do dogs show off for other dogs by pooping? Is that it? I don't think that's how it works.
So Chloe was very sad. Yeah.
How dare you do that
And
to
then
Chloe,
this
Rocket?
time around, he got to see Chloe and Penny together.
Oh,
so it was the
threesome?
3 of you. And that was real fun. You loved that, right? That was so cool.
Oh my
you
God.
had those 2 girl dogs all after you.
Not the polyamory. Not the polyamory. Love people who are poly, but not the polyamory.
That was so fun. It was so cute. And I never have my phone, so I can never take a picture of you and your girlfriends. But then we go for a walk.
Also, where the fuck did Chloe and Penny come from? Also, I would like to know that. I don't know the woof woof lore. Oh, April. Consider yourself lucky, but should you ever want to know, go look up Chantal Sala cheating on my main channel. This one, probably this video in particular, this one right here, probably the most important. But I don't think I have a playlist. But I think this one should cover the most important parts of the woof woof and the poo lore, in case you need it or want it, you know? You feel me? You feel me? You feel me now, Mr. Krabs?
And we meet Thor.
Who's Thor?
Thor is about the same size as Rocket. Thor is the only dog that Rocket decided to hump.
Okay, Rocket, you gay icon, let's fucking go. You are not beating the queer polyamory allegations, though. You're not beating the queer polyamory allegations, but let's fucking go. Rocket, my gay icon. Yes.
I said, Rocket, are you gay? You're humping a boy dog? All you did is poop for the girl dog. You didn't do any humping. People are hating this story. I just want to let you know that.
Oh my God. Not her asking her dog if he's gay! All you did is poop for the girls. All you did was poop for the girls. How dare you hump the dogs and not the girls? Clap if you're gay. Rocket, put your tongue out if you're gay whenever I click play. First time I said the word gay, I saw 2 dogs licking each other and said to my mom, "Ooh, that's gay. I am now gay." I can't with the poop. She asked if he's gay as if she was calling him stupid. Oh my God. Wait, can we talk about, you know how I for a while said I'm gay, not stupid? I saw some fucking gay Trump Republican nonsense today on Twitter about it, and it was gays in a video talking about why they were voting for Trump, and the whole thing was I'm gay, not stupid. And I said I need to send out the cease and desist letters. Guys, what? Not on my watch. I'm not actually going to send out any cease and desist letters. But actually, the thing that I saw was actually, it was a quote tweet, and the person was like, "It turns out you're both. You're both. You're gay and stupid." Anyways, here we are. Let's learn more about Rocket being gay. Rocket, Stick your tongue out if you're gay when I push play, okay?
Get hate in the comments. It's Mummy's fault. And then I noticed, though, that
I think he's bisexual. I think the reason he didn't put his tongue out is because he's bisexual. That's why he's pooping for the girls and humping the boys.
And then I noticed, though, that Thor peed like a girl, so I was very confused. No leg lifting, just a squat. And I didn't say anything to Thor's mummy because I didn't know what to think, and I thought maybe she has a girl dog named...
The gender roles right now. The gender stereotypes replacing on dogs trying to pee. This is not ever what I would have anticipated this video would be about, by the way. But yeah, also, I think, like, that's not Poe's preferred way to pee, but I've seen him pee like that. Like, Poe does normally, like, lift his leg, but, like, there has been a time or two, depending on, like, where he's trying to pee at, where I've seen him just squat. So.
Thor. But then I asked Chloe's mom, when I saw Chloe's mummy, and she said, nope, Thor is a boy dog who pees like a girl. And then it made sense. Rocket knew that Thor identified as a girl dog. That's why he humped her. Right? You said that's a girl dog inside. She knows she's a girl dog.
I can't decide if Darlene's being an ally right now. I'm like, is this allyship, or is this like gay by pan erasure? Like, why does Thor the dog have to be trans just because Thor squats to pee, you know? Like, I don't understand. And then it's like also, Rocket could just be gay. Also, dogs like to just hump anything. I don't know if you know that, but like, I've watched dogs like hump stuffed animals that are not living, breathing anything. So it's also just like, sometimes dogs just want to fuck. You know? I mean, all of this is silly because also dogs don't have the same like societal understanding of what it means to be a boy or girl, like, you know, we are raised societally to operate. So I don't know, that's all very interesting. I feel like Darlene's just trying to make a joke. But the fact that she had the thought to think about trans people is interesting to me. I'm like, do y'all think Darlene, the Sardine Queen, supports trans people? Do you think Darlene would say trans rights if I asked her to? I'm just curious. My cousin's female dog humps everyone. Oh my god, we just let her do it and move on with our night. Yeah, I mean, dogs tend to just want to fuck. Does she have a cameo? I don't know, but I need to do some cameos. I'll say that. I did have some come in. Anyways, this has been a funny story, though. I don't necessarily think she's being offensive or anything, but I do think it's a funny story. Like, this is so silly and goofy. Jazz, thanks so much for subscribing at Tier 1 for 3 months in advance for your 31st month. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
I love this dog so much. I just, oh my God.
And that's allyship. She said, fuck who you want. Love is love is love is love. Okay, Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Makes me laugh. He's so cute. And I give you nice baths and you like that, huh? Okay, go back over there. Sit down.
Oh, that's not allyship.
I don't know if there's too much
She said, get your gay ass off of my lap.
else. Oh, yes. I have a clip to show you. This was back in March 2023. We're now in September 2023. No. March 2024.
Okay.
We're in September 2024. So that was a while back.
Y'all in the chat are Nessie. She said, I have a clip to show us. She's got a clip. CLIP.
And Joe and I had gone to the little playground with Rocket. And for the first time ever, Rocket went up the steps and Joe had gone up and Rocket came down a slide, mostly like on his feet, but he came down a slide. And he did it 2 other times. And I just had it on camera and I wanted to show you guys that clip, but then all hell broke loose and then I couldn't even bring myself to watch the clip because it was so sad and I didn't have Rocket in my life and things like that. But now, while Rocket's here, I want to show you the clip because it doesn't make me sad right now.
Let's see the clip.
I'm going to show it to you. It's just a couple of minutes. And again, you know, he's mostly like just running down the slide. But
show it to me, Darlene. Stop yapping. I need to see it. Show it to me now.
Enjoyed doing it. And the first time he like came to me and he was like looking at me like, Mommy, did you see what I just did? That kind of thing. Come over here again.
Yeah, roll that beautiful bean footage, Darlene. We need to see it.
Come on. You want to look outside. All right. You can look outside. And so I'm going to show you that right now. Come over here, Rocket.
Let's go, Rocket. Oh, he's so cute.
Are you kidding me? You went down the slide all by yourself? Oh my goodness, I can't even believe that. Go back to see Daddy. Come on, let's go. He wasn't even afraid his first time.
Do it again, do it again.
Come on, go see Daddy.
Do it again. Do it again.
This side. Come on, over here.
Come over here, Rocket.
Yeah.
Rocket, come
Let's
on.
go, Rocket.
He wants
he went
that one. well,
Did you get it?
yeah, but I can't see him good like if he was face front. Okay, go again. Go again. It's going to be on this one because that's his favorite one.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Okay, Rocket, come on.
Oh, with the little
he runs
tippy
down.
taps.
He was so funny.
Oh,
Isn't that cute? That was cute.
That was actually cute. That really was. Oh, Darlene, I'm so glad I watched this video today. Darlene, you don't know how much I needed this video today. I'm so glad. That was so cute. That was so cute. Oh my God. Oh my God.
And I have forever had a blanket and a pillow that I was supposed to combine, deconstruct, and put together to make Rocket a dog bed. This is when I first met Rocket, when Joe was still living in Arkansas, I think. Never did that. And then it's just been sitting there in the closet. Again, made me cry every time I saw it. I did a lot of crying. And
Heard that.
So I'd like to get back to making that dog bed for him.
Heard that.
While I'm happy, while we're a happy little mommy doggy family. Come over here, come on me. I want you on me.
What about coming on you? I do love that she loves this dog. Like, the way she talks about this dog, to some extent, feels like she likes it more than a lot of things in her life. You know? I think the only thing I've heard her ever talk about with this much passion is, like, maybe meat in the carnivore diet. I love that she loves this dog. Like, this dog seems to, like, really just, like, be so positive for her. I don't know. I guess it's also probably just because I'm used to her complaining about so much shit. That it's, like, rare to see her just, like, so joyful about something so wholesome. So here we are.
Come on, come on. Get up here. Okay. I'm going to have you in the camera with me. I feel safe with you. I do.
Oh, wow.
So I hope I can do that. And there were a couple of other little rocket things that I wanted to do. And I hope you enjoyed his pooping and humping story. I know so many people are disgusted by that.
I loved it.
I actually have fun pissing people off.
She said, "Oh, you don't like my gay dog? I hope I pissed you off." I hope I pissed you off. I loved it. I'm curious what the people in the comments have to say about it. We might have to go check that out.
I really do. Oh, and Joe took me to an AA meeting I'd never been to.
Oh.
And I fucking loved it. It was
good.
Almost all people our age or older. I mean, there was nobody 20. Now, I don't have anything against youngsters in AA. I used to go to a group, and I'll tell you about the other group that I left again. I was going to a group alone that I had gone with Joe to a few times, but they were all in their 20s and 30s, and it's just different. I felt like the grandmother of the group.
Sure.
Yeah, just couldn't relate as much. Some of them have hardly any life stories. They have drunk stories, but they haven't lived long enough to know a lot of things that I know or that I've experienced and stuff like that. So I had stopped going there, and then I didn't have my other place that I walked out of because I was so upset with this woman. If you haven't seen that video, I'll put it on the end screen.
I haven't, just also for clarification, I haven't watched a lot of her content about, like, she has put out a lot of videos in somewhat recent history about going to AA meetings and things like that. And I just, like, in general haven't covered them because, like, I know that it seems to me that she takes her sobriety very seriously, which I love for her. I'm very supportive of, like, everybody having sobriety if that's what they need in their life. And so, like, I've just never really watched that, so I don't know the background about like whatever drama and beef she's had with people at AA meetings.
And I'll link it in the description about how I walked out of an AA meeting.
It was probably helpful to see an older sober person, though. Yeah, I feel like I could understand that, but also, like, that's not necessarily the reason that Darlene needs to be there, right? Like I think there's, like, if you're willing to be that person for younger people, that's great. But also it sounds like she needs AA for herself too. Like, she wants to go to those meetings for herself. So it's, like, not, I don't know that it's inherently, like, her responsibility to serve as, like, a role model. I know I just meant it separately. Yeah, I get that, yeah. I mean, I do think, like, it's helpful for young people. Like, I think you all know I watch and listen to Peter Mon a lot, and also, like, to some extent, like, consider him an internet friend who I've never met in real life. And, you know, like, I think he talks about the importance of seeing, like, older sober people who have been sober for a long time out living their lives. They're, as he says, they're not a glum lot, and I think that's helpful to see when you're young. But yeah, also, like, if it was not fulfilling what she needed, like, I get why she would want to leave that.
Tears, and I let loose, to say the least. And I don't regret it at all. I think I explained to you that I did go to that meeting with Joe because I asked him, I said, would you ever be willing to take me come with me to that meeting so I don't have to go in alone? And he wants me back. He's like, in that meeting, he's like, you have the right to be there. And he said, he would have never let that happen. He would have told that woman off. So we picked...
Okay, knight in shining armor, Joe.
Barbecue, because there was going to be a speaker and nobody would have to talk. And I was comfortable with that, and she was there, and there was no hi, no nothing. We were right next to each other at one point when I went back to the buffet table for something. And, you know, so she knew I was there, I knew she was there, but we didn't speak or look at each other eye to eye, and that was good. And nobody else did. One other woman who was there when that happened did look at me and smile, so that made me feel good. But then I didn't go again, and I told Joe, I'd like you to go with me again another time when we can go together, so that I, again, feel like I have someone to talk to, and I just won't be sitting there alone. So we went, I think last week, and That went really well. We
Great.
went, sat on the other side of the
Wait,
room.
is this still important parts of like me reacting and talking? Is this Jamie, is this still gonna be, I mean, like, not that I mind listening to her talk about her experience with AA, but I just like, I mean, I don't have any like negative things to say about her going, you know. The lesbians are coming to save Rocket from the straights. What? Are there any meat stories? Meat stories in this? Jamie says I can end it. You did originally say, though, that I could end it at 21 minutes. So if there is something else of interest, I can keep going. I don't mind listening. Like, I like to hear people also talk about, I like to hear people talk about their sobriety stories and things like that. Like, I think that's like helpful to a lot of people. And like, I literally, my doctor today also asked me like if I had a problem and that's why I stopped drinking, because we talked about, like, she asked me what my drinking habits were, and I was like, well, I stopped drinking alcohol last year. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything important, but honestly I don't remember. Well, maybe this is a good place to stop, because honestly the Rocket story was kind of like, you know, the the star of the show. I feel like that's what I really needed to hear and see today. But anyways, I was saying something. Oh, so all that to say is I don't know if I personally have a problem. I don't know if I would characterize my previous drinking that way or not. But I do like to hear other people talk about it. Like, I think it's like helpful for me to like continue reevaluating like my relationship with alcohol and stuff like that. What did the comments say? Rocket's little tongue sticking out while you were telling his rendezvous stories was so cute. Ah, agreed. These are about Joe. Where are the stories about, where are the comments about Rocket? I just want you to happy, Darlene. Take care. Absolutely. I support Rocket. He is the cutest little guy. I loved the pooping and humping story. It was adorable. If I'm not mistaken, sometimes animals will hump just to show dominance over the other. Hi, Rocket. I love Rocket's story. My male dogs peed like a girl. They squatted. Love seeing him come down the slide. He's so cute. Work. Mood. Rocket coming down the slide is the cutest thing ever. He's such a sweet dog. Ugh, I know. Okay. I think that might be it. It doesn't seem like anybody's mad or upset about the Rocket stories. That's just what I was concerned about. YouTubies! That's all I got for today. Thanks so much for hanging out. Hopefully we'll be a little more consistent over here soon, but I will keep posting on the community tab when I'm gonna go live. And I've been doing it so far, but I'm gonna delete the posts once I've finished the live, just so that people don't get confused or think that I'm gonna be live on a day that I'm not. And I will probably not be live on Wednesday because although this will get posted, whatever. Whatever. Anyways, all that to say is just keep an eye out on the community tab to see when I'm actually live. I'll always re-upload the reactions when I can. And that's all I got. Bye, YouTubies! Subscribe!